We are we're live now.
We're live?
Hey everybody, this is the Nosebleed. We are live. I told you we were going live. Hold on, Chase. I'll give you a second.
Very nice.
I'm here.
I thought you were about to just chug the whole thing.
No, God, no. I thought about it for a second there.
Is that a Terrapin beer?
Yeah, it's a Hopsecutioner double IPA, so that's why I decided.
Yeah, good call.
Somebody offered me a triple IPA one time. I wasn't ready for it.
It's
just
sorry, guys.
You want me to
I'm
pull
still
it up,
getting used
Kent?
to this too.
You're not that good at this, Kent.
Hold on.
I applaud your effort.
I like
Give me
it.
just a second.
I like it that way.
I appreciate it. All right. Hold on. Here we go. All right.
Look, the porn tab open.
You're rewind it now.
Wait. Pull the porn back up. Can we still do that?
The laggy video.
All right, sorry guys. I'm just trying to experiment with some shit. I see that we have a viewer on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Hi, YouTube viewer.
Yeah,
We really
That's all.
appreciate viewer support.
Viewer like you.
Should we put our Venmo in here?
Well,
Hey, Lolly.
Cody, I hadn't thought about it, but absolutely yes, we should.
Yeah.
That's 100% what we should do. All right,
So Kent,
boys. What you guys want to get talking about?
This is unrelated to football, but Kent, are you in your room? Or are those all your comics behind you?
No, this is actually where Sean generally broadcasts from. I'm watching the house for him and Brittany on the honeymoon.
Gotcha. Thought that might be the case.
Why would anybody ever ask you to watch their house? Oh my god.
That is an excellent question, Chase.
I'd like to chime in on this.
I told them
I think when it comes to looking over someone else's responsibilities, I would trust Kent for a lot of different things. It's really when it comes to Kent looking out for his own responsibilities that we really have to be wary.
Yeah, that's true. I can agree.
I appreciate that, Steven, and agree.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, it's more important to you when it's not your stuff, I guess.
What's true?
Strong sense of
my stuff, I don't care.
A lot of stuff in it.
So how's everybody feeling about their team's performance this week?
I wasn't feeling that good about my team at all.
Are we
terrible?
Are we talking about like our fantasy team or the team we actually root for?
I meant fantasy, but we can go down that road too.
I feel really good about it.
Yeah. Well, going off that, then fantasy wise, pretty happy about my team. You know, Odell had an explosive week after being pretty humdrum the first few weeks.
It's funny that you said explosive with the recent rumors about what he likes to do in the bedroom.
Wow.
That wasn't intentional, but
that was very good,
yeah.
Cody.
Yeah, but surprising. I've had Josh Allen, who I thought for sure when I got him as my starting quarterback, I was like, well, I'm fucked this year, and he's kind of killed it every game he's played. So
yeah,
I've been surprisingly excited about that.
Yeah, Josh Allen is ridiculous this year. The Giants, I mean, where did that come from? Yeah, what's he averaging? 25 That he got 25 this week. That seems like it's below his average even this year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the first few games he gave me like 30 something every game. I could be wrong, but
Yeah,
he is going pretty ham.
Yeah, 29.8
he's
for his
a
average.
front runner. Yeah, he's a front runner for the MVP right now. A front runner. I mean, it's really Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers award to lose right now, but Josh Allen he's in the running.
Yeah, and
he's going crazy. Steven, you were the number one scorer this week at 133.12 points. You just absolutely shellacked AJ, who I am super sad that he's probably not watching, which is a real bummer because I want to tell him how bad he got shellacked. Hey, Cat.
Yeah.
That pre start?
Steven's bench scored higher than AJ's starters.
Interesting stat of the week right there.
Yeah. AJ's team had a really off week on top of your team having that great week. That does suck that OJ Howard's on your bench, though. I didn't like seeing him out for possibly the whole season.
Yeah, no, he's for sure out. If he had an Achilles tear, he's done for the year.
Sucks.
Yeah.
It is definitely the whole season now. And that is a bummer. Because him and Tom Brady seemed like they were finding a rapport.
Right. And I thought that was the sleeper pick.
And Cameron Brate.
Cameron Brady.
I did too. Well, I mean,
Marty Huggins?
Cameron Brate. Brate.
No.
Not familiar.
Yeah. Brate. He's been solid, not anything excellent, but like a good tight end.
Cameron Brate's like a poor man's Steven, George Kittle. In the sense that he's a great blocker, he just can't catch the ball near as great.
So he's kind of like a poor man's average tight end then.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could say he's Jason Witten. He's Jason Witten. I mean,
Jason Witten did he have 2 touchdowns this week though? He had at least one.
I know for sure he had one.
He had one. He only had like 2 or 3 catches, but they were both. I think he might have had 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
You really don't think that Rob Gronkowski is going to move into the mix?
No.
You think it's going to be?
I do think he is.
I think he's going to get opportunities. I'm just saying
Cameron Brate's available.
Cameron Brate
they went into the season tight end rich.
I don't know anything about Cameron Brate, so
he's garbage.
I was just joking with my poor man's average tight end thing.
I only know about Cameron Brate because he's consistently taking catches away from OJ Howard the last few years.
Yeah.
Has he?
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I knew about Jason Witten's thing, because he took away from my tight end this week.
No.
Cameron Brate. Rob Gronkowski.
Oh, do you have Waller?
Yeah. Waller had
arguably the best tight end that's ever done it.
Facts. Big facts. I'll trade you.
Yeah, I don't have any argument for that. So Waller is possibly
the best tight end that's doing it.
The delay right now. I thought Sean had good internet, Kent.
Sorry, boys. I think he's got an Ethernet around here somewhere, but I can't fucking find the thing.
Did you close all the porn tabs you have open?
I've closed them all. I've tried 1,000 times.
He's still using the guest Wi-Fi.
Pop-up after pop-up. Sorry about your computer, Sean.
Is it your computer, Kent, or is it your computer or Sean's?
No, this is my computer. I'm on their internet. I think he's got an Ethernet that runs over this way, and I think I am the delay, but I don't know where it is. I texted them both about it. I guess they're having honeymoon adventures that has nothing to do with intercourse or sex.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
They got to prioritize your internet connection. You know?
They're playing board games.
Oh, the Auburn highlights.
Right. Yeah, no, I can't figure it out, fellas. So sorry about the delay. I'll just kind of like I'll tee you guys up. Y'all do the question knocking out.
That work. You're worth the wait.
Okay. All right. So we got Steven and AJ's bloodbath out of the way. Steven, congratulations. What does that move you to now, Steven?
That puts me at 3-1 for the year after a very disappointing 0-1 start. So I'm a little excited.
Yeah, your team's solid. You're averaging like 120, so I think you're going to be pretty good.
Yeah. I guess the big question going forward is the Bills have had. It's not like they've had an easy schedule, but it's definitely been easier than a lot of people's. I'm just wondering, can Josh Allen continue to average this high score? Even if he can't, I still feel like I have a solid team outside of my RB2 at David Montgomery. That'd be the only one that I'm really concerned about because Le'Veon Bell was kind of my go-to RB2, and Adam Gase just completely fucked that up by putting him in when he was telling them that his ankle was bothering him. So
Josh Allen is fantastic. I mean, there's no reason, as long as he stays healthy and his line stays healthy, that he won't continue putting up the numbers he's putting up. He's a pretty solid dude. He reminds me of Cam real early, before he started getting hurt, just running over bulls.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
Agreed.
He's really progressed a lot as a passer for sure.
Is this his sophomore year?
This
is his sophomore year, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know the answer to that.
His third year. I think it's his sophomore.
He's a newbie, regardless.
Yeah, he's very young. Let's get to Chaser and Brandon's game. Just so I can laugh at you, Chase.
Man,
so Brand
for the lowest output on the season.
Good news from this game, though. Brandon had a totally average winning score this week.
Yeah,
he did not destroy him.
There's a children in armor. I mean, I really could have done a lot different.
Yeah, he only finished number 6. It's true. Chase, you have a lot of options.
I mean, Gibson, I could have thrown Gibson in there, but he wasn't a lock in my eyes like Sanders and Eckler have been. San Francisco D is pretty solid, though, so that's probably my call on my bad on not putting on Miles on the bench, letting him ride the pine for a little bit. But then again, you got your opponent, Brandon, with putting up Calvin Ridley 0 points.
Yeah.
Like you said, pretty average standard week, 105.98, 106. Nothing like super duper overwhelming. Dalvin Cook had a good game. Dak Prescott always puts numbers on the board because Cowboys suck and they gotta keep airing the ball out. 502 yards. Jesus Christ.
Well, that should be terrifying that Brandon played a player that didn't play at all and still won with a triple-digit score.
Handedly.
Yeah. So did Calvin Ridley
Ridley didn't play a snap.
What happened? Was he injured? Because I didn't know that he was injured.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had a soft tissue rib injury and opted out right before the game. Now, granted, he did do it game time decision, and on a Monday night. So I'm not saying Brandon was a fool for playing him because it kind of looked like he was turning towards playing, but he ended up not playing, and Brandon still ended up winning and still ended up scoring 109.86 points.
Yeah. So maybe it's
he might walk away with this championship.
And wait 4 years for his jersey. So it'll be worth it.
That's the average.
Hang on 1 second. I'll be right back.
I don't trust running any Washington football team player at any position. Like, I realize that McLaurin is like their best one, but I mean, yeah, he still won with that person on their flex, but and he's still got 100 points, but like, damn.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there. I don't.
All right, I'm back.
Washington football team is a weird team for lots of reasons this year. Like the jersey, Chase.
All right, I'm gonna try something, guys.
Champion right here. Represent.
Man, it might be too late.
Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley.
When he played for the Rams, just took 3 years to get the jersey. It's cool though. No big deal.
I can't. All right, Chase.
He followed through. I'm so proud of you.
You gotta do what's right, man. You
Yeah,
gotta do what's right.
You did.
Anything else we need to say about this game?
Feel really strong in this jersey. My game is terrible. I don't want to
Cody,
And
I wanted to mention to you, I was dead wrong. I thought that Dak Prescott would come down to the mid to low 20s. I think he might hang around there in like the mid to high 30s.
Yeah, I was with you when you said that. I agreed. Yeah, I think we were both wrong. And like Chase said, their team overall is bad. So he's having to stay in and fight for it. It's kind of what I said took away from players like Lamar Jackson and even Mahomes or Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers might have scored higher last night if they had not had a 3-score lead in the fourth quarter. Prescott's doesn't have that lead to rely on. He's almost always down in the fourth quarter and they're still passing. So
Is this referring to something from last week?
I think it was the week before. When it was just Kent and I on here.
It was.
When it comes to Dak Prescott, if you don't mind me weighing in since he's here on this game, I've been a huge fan of Dak Prescott since Mississippi State Bulldogs. I don't know I'm sure at least Cody and Kent remember the basement room in my parents' house with the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Yeah. I was a huge Mississippi State fan back then because of Dak Prescott, and I was like, you know what? These are the dogs. People are really going for Georgia. These are the dogs people should be paying attention to. As soon as Dak left, that team went to shit, and I was like, you know what? I think I was just a huge Dak Prescott fan because he really keeps teams that have no place staying in a game, but he always does it towards the end. So it's like, does it really count? You know?
Counts for Dak.
Yeah,
What matters?
Well,
I haven't watched him
collegiately,
play
he's
it.
the poor man's Tim Tebow, and professionally, he is the rich man's Tim Tebow.
Yeah,
That's my assessment.
that's true. That's actually a very accurate assessment.
Yeah, it's true. And so you were talking about Josh Allen reminding you of Cam earlier, and I didn't realize he was that athletic. I was looking up his 40 time because I like stuff like that. It's almost exact. It's 4.63. Cam's was like 4.61 or 4.59 or something. They're right on par.
Very similar size, and Josh Allen has a goddamn cannon attached to his right arm.
Yeah.
He's got that Jay Cutler arm. It might not get where you
He
want it,
does.
but it's going to get there.
Everybody, it's almost a general consensus that he has the strongest arm in the league, and if you watch him throw it as hard as he can, I don't know if it's that arguable.
Got a strong arm.
Yeah. There aren't too many guys right now known for arm strength. Most of the best guys are just known for their decision making. Mahomes a little bit, but that's not really the first thing you think of for me at least.
I mean, Russell Wilson dropping back, and he's in a rap song for that cannon.
Yeah, that is
Russell
points.
Wilson and Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, all three have very strong arms, and in a this yard line to this yard line competition are probably close to Josh Allen. But as far as the ball getting here to here, I think Josh Allen's got it. And then Aaron Rodgers is also on the cusp of that conversation. And in his prime, he's in the middle of it, but he's getting a little older.
No.
Yeah, they're killing it right now. The Packers.
Go Pack, go.
Sure enough. All right. Okay. Quick break in our roundup for the nosebleed section. Who do you guys have for the Super Bowl? Chase, we'll start with you.
For the Super Bowl? I'm not
Yep.
educated enough on the league to make any kind of informed decision on the Super Bowl. I'm going to go with the Cam Newton is going to come over this COVID. They're going to take it, and then they're going to win it over. I don't know who's in the other conference. This is Seattle Sounders. Is that another one?
All right, so I'm just gonna put you down for the Patriots over the Seahawks.
Okay.
Also a Seattle team.
Okay.
Well, there.
Good work, Chase. All right, Cody, how about you?
I'm just looking through teams. I think I would probably say. Right now, if we're just going off right now, I think the Chiefs are getting there again. And my other guess, I may say Packers, Chiefs Packers, and I would say the Chiefs win, just based on right now. I would not bet.
It's hard to tell this early on.
$5 on that.
$5? I'll take that actually. I have a problem.
I said I would not.
It's week 4. Super early.
I only have $4 right now.
Steven, how about yourself?
I'm going to go way out on a limb here, right? I'm going to say
Yep.
Titans complete what they couldn't last year and actually stop the Chiefs in the playoffs, and you end up with a Titans-Bucks Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be.
I would love to see that happen.
You know what?
Not so much the Bucks, because I think Brady's been to enough Super Bowls at this point. But I like the Bucks. Okay.
The Bucks fan base needs a win.
I'm
Only because
I have no clue how accurate that's going to be, Steven, but I am super impressed by your call on it, and fucking touche, buddy.
And if that happens, I want everyone to say no one called this except for this random douchebag from Birmingham, Alabama. So
it's on video. We got proof.
Yeah, we have proof. So put it down in the books.
I'd love to see that happen.
You have a good time there with your kitty cat there, Kit? Kitty cat, Kit?
Yeah, her name's Aria. She's a bit of a pain in the ass.
Who are you?
Oh,
Watch out, man.
oh.
What's dead may never die.
Yeah, that is what she's named after.
Did you tell Arya that
right.
House Lolly sends their regards?
I haven't yet. We finished our breakdown on Hicks and Chase.
It's terrible. You want to talk
Cody,
about
have we done your game yet?
We have not.
We haven't talked about me yet. No.
This is the closest. My game is the closest game I've ever seen.
No, let's talk about Cody's. Let's talk about Cody's and then save your disappointment for later.
Yeah, no, that actually, I actually highlighted this one in my notes.
This is almost the closest the game could possibly be.
It's the closest game I've ever seen.
Wow.
and I fortunately was on the winning end.
We've had ties before, but if we had been doing the decimal system, I don't think that we ever would have had a tie. But this is literally as close as it could have come to having that.
I think you're on week 5. You'll have to click at the top to week 4.
Oh, yep. Sure enough, Cody.
It might let you do it here.
Stuck in no man's land.
Wow, this is the closest game I've ever seen right here.
Well,
Indeed.
right now we're all 0-0.
Oh wow, this actually is a pretty close game.
No, it was incredibly close. I think that like it literally came down to Lamar Jackson having 8 extra passing yards. Like that is
That's how it
the
should be.
0.08.
And I had been checking the scores on my phone up until halftime of the Packers game because
Oh shit!
yeah. So he had Aaron Rodgers and Valdez Scantling in that game, and I mean they needed to combine for 35, which is like right where they were projected to be and right where their averages are. And Scantling had like 4 drops in this game. If he'd caught any one of those passes, Matthew beats me. So, but I didn't check in until the next morning because I assumed I'd lost. He was like 8 points behind me at halftime. He only needed a touchdown and a few yards to beat me, and it didn't happen.
The Jarvis Landry touchdown throw really helped then, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I made pretty much all the right picks. So Naheem Hines, I wasn't sure if I wanted to start him or Brown because they're both iffy. Brown outscored him by 2 points, so that would have made it slightly less close. But I think with Naheem Hines, I think I actually did make the right choice because he had way more touches, which is what I expected based on the weeks prior and who's playing on their teams. He just didn't make anything happen that week. So I think Hines will be a decent flex guy sometimes if I need him, but he's just inconsistent.
I picked him up and then dropped him the next week.
Yeah.
I do that a lot.
I was probably the one who picked him up, and I think I've only played him one time. It was this week because I have 2 running backs injured.
Well, he got you a W.
Yeah, I mean, if he'd scored 3.1 instead of 3.2, I'd have lost. Yeah.
Then we'll be cursing him.
I mean, it came down to if Aaron Rodgers had 5 more yards, it would have been a tie.
Yeah.
If a running back had 3 more yards, any one of his, I would have lost. I mean, not even that. Just 1 more yard. Just 0.02. Or 2 more yards.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'd say look.
It was the game of the week, and I didn't even realize that it was going on.
No. I'd say looking at your team, Cody, say the only weak link, like I mean, obviously like Naheem Hines isn't ideal to have at RB2, but like neither is David Montgomery like I have. I mean, you just gotta work with what you got. But yeah. Jamison Crowder, I mean, I don't Jets, I put Jets right there with the Washington football team. Like I can't trust anyone from that fucking team. Like they're so garbage.
They suck, but he's only played 2 games. He played week 1 and was out 2 weeks. He's had 7 catches for over 100 yards both games. Yeah. So I have to and then so really Naheem Hines is not my RB2. He's like my running back 5. Just everybody's hurt. Mostert is my running back 1. Melvin Gordon is my RB2. That's his best week of the season, and it might remain that. Joshua Kelly, who is on my bench too, is taking over because.
What you want for Joshua Kelly?
What's that?
So what you want for Joshua Kelly?
I got to start him before I can release him. I haven't even played him yet. Well, I played him last week.
Have to.
Yeah, so he's taken over as the starter there. We'll see if it matters. I don't know if he's capable of being that good, but it's likely he'll play for me in the next couple of weeks.
They got a poor line, but he is going to be the bell cow from what I've heard.
I think they're playing the Bucks this week, so it's a decent defense, but not a great defense.
Scroll up for a second. I see that Patrick Mahomes is on the bench. Who got started over Patrick Mahomes?
It was actually a good call this week.
Really?
Lamar Jackson, solid QB 1 and 2.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Okay. There's few quarterbacks I would ever.
That's why I'm with Joe Burrows and Ryan Tannehill is because the people that we draft with, I don't know if they're brilliant idiots or stupid geniuses, but taking a quarterback that should be a starter, well, that's all well and good. But then immediately backing him up almost the very next round with also a quarterback that should be a starter.
Right.
Well, good on these savants that we're playing with.
It's like
The
I feel like
fact that he has Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. I almost got Russell Wilson in the second round, and I would have had Lamar and Russell. But I wanted to do it with Lamar and Patrick because that would have been hilarious. And since I wasn't able to do that, I was 4 picks late. I just went ahead and got a receiver, I think.
if you could start Lamar at running back, then yes, you should take Patrick at quarterback.
I just wanted to do it. If you have both of those guys, you have a lot of leverage for trading.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I think there's a ghost in your home, Chase.
Yeah, that's Shug. He's the White Knight. Justice never sleeps.
like the person, like you know Shug Jordan.
Yeah, he's here. He's upset about this weekend too. Turns out. Come here, Shug. Good boy. Say War Eagle. Say War Eagle.
All right. We can do mine next. We can do mine. We'll break mine down now.
Did you win? Oh. No, you did not win. Almost.
Kent's scores are usually pretty decent. He's had some rough weeks.
0-4, 4 rough weeks. Doesn't look good for the parachute builder.
It is very unfortunate luck for you, Kent. Because I think you're 4th or 5th in scoring. I mean, your scoring's fine.
I mean, your running back Carson 22 points, Kittle 25 points. I mean, even Robinson for a solid RB2 10 points. You know, not a bad scoring week, Kent. Just couldn't do it.
No.
You're 0-4 for real?
Kittle went nuts.
Yeah, for real.
Yep.
I mean, no dirt in the wound.
Well, the thing is, my first 2 weeks were bad. I think it was like in the 70s both weeks, maybe. Then last week I went into like the low 130s, and then this week at 105.6. Well, and then I was like, man, I would have beat almost anybody. I ran the math down. I was still the 7th scorer in the league this week. At 105.6, I was still number 7.
I just don't stand a chance to win again. I'm gonna sell off my team.
Well,
last night there was a point in time where I thought Mason Crosby could get it done for me. One, he missed an extra point, which obviously is not the game maker, but I'm sure there are times where they probably punted it after fucking butthole missed an extra point when they probably could have kicked a field goal.
If you're
missed an extra point.
If you're really like coming down to I need Mason Crosby to kick it through.
Yeah, to be fair, you were talking some hot shit about getting Devontae Freeman on the waivers because the Giants were struggling at running back, and then you keep him on your bench, and he's who would have won it for you. Flex, how does that make you feel?
He wouldn't have won it. He
if he was in your flex position,
he would have just made the score a little bit closer.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry,
it's only 3.1.
I slept for math.
He only. Yeah, no, he would have made it. No, I've wrote down the math. I couldn't have won this.
So there was no chance for you to win at all, no matter what you did.
You got to have someone better than. I mean, nothing against Joe Burrow, but you got to have something better than a freshman quarterback running your team.
Hey, Joe Burrow, this is his worst game of the year, and it was still a really good game. He just didn't have to do that much. Joe Mixon unleashed.
You want the deets. You want like the real. You want the winner mentality. This is the pick you need to make. Go against the entire grain. Pick up Nick Foles and watch him pick up 40 points next week for your team.
Can hurt.
I'm marking that down
as I am going to the fancy app.
Okay. So when Nick Foles gets 40 points next week, and you're just like, who could have predicted this?
Steven DeSanti. Isn't Tampa Bay in their
There it
second?
is.
Doubtful. Does anybody know about Tampa Bay secondary?
I think their defense is mediocre
fine.
on all fronts.
Yeah. That, Cody. That is accurate. All right, so we've done my heartbreaking loss. Let me think of anything else I can think of. And Jones, man, son of a bitch, Aaron Jones. He's gonna be a top 3-year pick next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, kid's got talent.
Does anybody know?
Well, I had him last year.
I was just gonna say, does anybody know what happened to Eddie Lacy? Because I remember he fell off, but then where is he now? Like it's not like he retired and made an announcement.
I'm pretty sure
just disappeared.
I saw him at the Golden Rule Barbecue the other day. He was eating some food.
Megan.
I have no idea for real.
Well, that's what got him. That's what lost him his starting position is eating food. He gained like 40 pounds his first year, and then he was like, they were like, you got to lose this before camp, and we'll get you back on the team. He lost the weight, and they were like, all right, you're good. And then he gained it all back again immediately. They're like, no, that's not what we meant. You're not making weight for a wrestling match. We need you to stay this weight all season. So I remember all that happened.
As like the number one guy. And then they cut him loose pretty quick because he couldn't average more than 2 yards a carry because he had gotten slow, probably from hitting the Golden Rule Barbecue too much. Yeah. And
he had like
I don't know what happened to him after that, honestly, Cody.
He had 3 or 4 solid years, so he may be set for life. He was pretty high up in the draft.
You know what's terrible is Trent Richardson really put his heart and soul into training and trying to get back into the game. And Eddie Lacy was just like, I'm just talented as fuck. I don't give a shit. Like I just come up and show up and someone's gonna sign me. And well, they stopped doing that.
I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of Eddie Lacy 2020.
I mean, running backs, you're talking 3, 4, 5 years. And then what do you got? And then you do that to your body. I mean, his value was gone even if he couldn't stay at weight. His value was already decreasing. Just cut the cord.
He apparently worked. He apparently worked out with the Ravens. He worked out with the Ravens in April. Here's
put him in goal-line formations.
I could see the Ravens don't have much room for because like they have like Mark Ingram. And they also have, if you remember, Gus Edwards was a really solid second or third string running back, and he's seen no playing time at all. He's still at the Ravens as the third string running back, which is crazy to think that they're still saving space for a third string running back that sees 0 downs. Because I remember really liking Gus Edwards. So.
There he is. Yeah. He's fat.
All right.
He weighs a lot.
All right, we have Harry and Trent's game to break down for the roundup here.
Trent did not make it back.
Well, none of it's good other than the fact. Go ahead.
I was saying Trent did not make it back from his defeat against me in the Battle of the Unbeatens. 2 weeks past now, a fortnight ago. He's just been going downhill. I hope he recovers. I really do.
It actually kind of looks like you broke him.
Yeah, this week's this got to be this week's lowest scoring game.
It was me. I had the lowest scoring game.
I mean both teams total.
Okay, sorry. I
I had last week's low scoring game, but I would have been like fourth from the bottom this week.
I got to say that Russell Wilson is the
Harrison
only.
won, but like really, they both lost.
Yeah.
Other
Say
Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, I mean Kenyon Drake and
Not Kenyon Drake. I'm sorry.
he did terrible.
Todd Gurley.
Yeah, but I would say overall the only winner in all of these two teams be Russell Wilson. But that's like once again you're playing the fucking Dolphins, which remember earlier I said, are we talking about just fantasy teams or our own teams? What I wanted to bring up was the fact that my Dolphins. I mean, I've been a huge Miami Dolphin fans for life. The fact that they're keeping games close with teams they have no business keeping games close with has given me a lot of faith in the fact that, something like that. When they have an actual quarterback, one to Tagovailoa, and then they're going to get another top 5 draft pick, assuming that Fitzmagic doesn't ruin that shit like he normally does. They might have an actual okay team. That's all I got. The best I can hope for my team is it one day being okay.
I think it's about that time to run Tua out there, man. I mean, 1-3, Bills are going to win the division. The Patriots are probably going to claim a wild card spot of the expanded wild card out of it. Why not run Tua out there at this point, you know? Just see how it goes. And I like Fitzmagic. I like him. I'm pulling for him, man. Like, but at the same time, man, he's 37 years old. We know who Ryan Fitzpatrick is. I want to see Tua out there.
Yeah.
He's 37 years old and definitely gets in bar fights on the weekend. Like he's one like you expect him when he takes his helmet off to have big gauges in his ears too. Just like he's that guy, which is fine.
Shane Falcor.
Yeah.
Look,
good reference.
If they could pull some sort of you know how like the ultimate goal of the Bears was to somehow find a way where they only pulled Nick Foles out at the end of the season so he can lead them to a Super Bowl, but they had to jump the trigger too soon. Which, if you don't think that was their ultimate goal, you're wrong. That was their ultimate goal. They just had to pull the trigger too soon.
Is written.
Yeah.
I think the Dolphins' goal is to get Fitzpatrick to win them 4 or 5 games at the beginning of the year, and because Tua has health issues and is known to come back at the end of the year, you just put Tua in the second half of the season and just see what happens.
Well, listen, the curse of Ray Finkel lives on in Miami, and I honestly don't see it being lifted no matter how many times Snowflake is off found in the time. The Dolphins are just altogether a garbage team. It's cool city, I guess. They got a lot of stuff to do down there. It's nice, whatever. Terrible football program. I don't understand it. I don't understand their fans. Their fans are very loyal, and you gotta give them credit for that, I guess.
Oh, well, there's nothing I can argue with that team being absolutely garbage. So if you were expecting that, well, you're not. Sorry.
I can't tell what it says, Kent.
Loans out.
Oh, laces out.
I think it says Lakers in 4. Is that what I read?
What'd you say, Steven?
I thought it said Lakers in 4. What did it say?
Laces out.
Laces out.
Laces
it's the
out.
Ray Finkel, Ace Ventura reference.
Oh God.
Both of those movies are on Netflix right now too.
Solid.
I'll be right back. Okay?
We only have one more game to break down for the rewind here.
Nathan and Sean.
Okay. Yeah, the exciting game that is. I'm sorry, fellas, that we even have to do it. We have, you know what? The game was a bloodbath. Nathan won by a mile. Good also for Nathan. I think that moves him to 1-3. Yeah, sure does.
He'd had
and it
he's
also
had
moves
some.
Sean to 1-3.
Yeah, Nathan has had some decent scores and lost anyway, so he was due for a win.
Did Sean set his lineup? Was he? I know he was on. Oh wow! Look at Nathan's bench.
I don't know.
Never mind, just DJ Chark. The rest of it's mediocre.
I don't know.
Yeah,
He had
a lot of people sat him. I think he was like right up to game time decision. I don't know that for a fact, but I think. Also, on Sean's point, he had CD Lamb sitting on his.
20.
Yeah.
But that's a pretty handy win. No real controversy there. So more than what happened on the field. Other than, how do you guys feel about Josh Jacobs?
I think he's going to be a franchise player. I just think he had a rough week. It might take him a little while to get going, but I think he's going to be one of the top running backs in the league.
Would you describe Gruden as more of a Belichick-esque as far as scenarios and personnel, what he's going to switch up, or do you think Gruden's going to come in with a game plan? You know, he's going to adjust, he's going to make his adjustments and whatnot, but game plan is going to be the game plan. Where, you know, Belichick, you just really have no idea what's going to happen. Do you think that could be a factor for what Josh Jacobs is going to do in Las Vegas?
I would like to say that when it comes to Gruden, he's someone I have no faith in him. I'm going to go ahead and go all the way out there. I have no faith in him. I think he's someone who has had success in the past and thinks he can just – it's like when you have someone who used to play a game 10, 15 years ago, and you're like, I could just jump right back in and still be at the top of my league. And then they don't. They get the rules have changed. Everything has changed. Their ass gets kicked. I mean, I have no faith.
Well, they got a lot of money riding behind them. I'll tell you that much. A lot of hooch.
Yeah, I do. I see where you're coming from, Stephen, though. He did, I mean, with the Bucs, he crashed and burned. He had like 3 solid seasons, and they had the Super Bowl, and then they were real bad. And there's been a gap. But they do look good right now. I don't know enough about the details to know how much of that's him. But, I mean, I got to think some of it is. But I don't know. It's too early to tell for me. He hasn't been there long enough. And they haven't been good long enough. They look good right now, the Raiders, but it's early.
I will say I have nothing against Derek Carr. He had that really good, almost MVP season, and I feel like that's a solid team. If I were like Gruden and trying to get back in, that's one of the ones that was like, I could go to this team and really prove that I've got it no matter what generation, because there's a solid foundation around it. But he also...
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say he also let a bunch of solid pieces go, like Amari Cooper and what's his name? Was it Aaron Donald? He let go to the no, it wasn't Aaron Donald. Was it Aaron Donald? Who's the defensive player he let go?
Aaron Donald is a Ram for life, motherfucker.
I don't know, but I believe you, Stephen. I don't know which player it was.
Yeah, there was some defensive extraordinaire player that you just let fucking walk.
Alden Smith walked, and he let Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack
is the one. Yeah, he wouldn't let him go to the Bears, and and that was like a once in a lifetime. What you want out of a first round pick, and he traded him away for like a second round pick, and it's like, well, hopefully we'll get like a Khalil Mack out of this trade. And it's like, you fucking had a Khalil Mack, like, what are you doing?
Gruden is a coach's coach. You know, he was talking about Derek Carr when Derek Carr was playing at Las Vegas. Like, I remember being with Kent and AJ, who God knows what was happening. But when Derek Carr was playing football, I think John Gruden may have been doing some kind of commentary. Yeah, we were definitely drinking. may have been doing some kind of commentary or something, but he's been a huge Derek Carr fan. Like, it's no surprise that he brought Derek Carr to Oakland, right? Oakland didn't have Derek Carr before Gruden was there.
Oakland had Derek Carr
Oakland
before
drafted
Gruden got there, but I think you're right. He was a huge fan of Derek Carr before he got there, and I'm on the same page. I think Derek Carr is a great quarterback to build your franchise around.
He reminds me
It was
a lot.
almost as soon as he got there, though, him and Derek Carr didn't get along.
Yeah.
He was a big fan of Derek Carr's and David Carr, Derek's older brother. But now they have set the record in most sacks and earliest losses in the first 6 seasons.
Not good.
Now, granted, David Carr started with the Houston Texans, an expansion franchise who had no offensive line. Derek Carr, well, he played for the Raiders, so, 6 in one, half a dozen in the other.
Oh.
He reminds me a lot of Matt Ryan. Their careers remind me of each other. Just pretty consistently good, but their teams aren't.
I could see that.
And then they tend to throw picks in big situations, at least. Stafford does the same thing at the Lions, but the Lions have been consistently
I would say
bad.
In that comparison, too, when you think of Matt Ryan's best season, which would be when he went to the Super Bowl, if you think of Derek Carr's best season when he was on track to win the MVP and the Raiders probably would have gone to the Super Bowl that year had he not got his leg broken in half, I could probably
broke his goddamn back.
I could probably see that same Raiders team having the same kind of collapse that the Falcons did in their Super Bowl season.
I mean, Falcons got Todd Gurley now, which is is a wonderful person and a wonderful player. But Falcons are garbage. Matt Ryan's garbage. There's not going to be a lot the Falcons are going to be able to do to overcome their garbageness. I'm a Titans fan now, Kent. Tighten up. First and foremost, I don't really know a lot about the rest of the club, is the football club. But I'm excited to be a Titans fan, and I know you're a Titans fan, and power forward, brother.
That's one of my most hated teams.
They're close.
All right, so I know Cody, you're Lions, Steven, you're Dolphins. Chase, what actually is your professional football team?
My buddy Poti the other day was he convinced me to be a Titans fan. So I'm not loyal to anybody. I like the Panthers because I like Cam Newton, big Cam fan. Greatest year of my college experience was with Cam Newton. Then he left, and
a man without a professional football team is a man without a soul.
That's what I'm saying. Titans. Why not Titans?
I'll tell you why not Titans, because fuck Ryan Tannehill for taking his sweet ass time to be a decent fucking quarterback once he goes to the fucking Titans. That's why fuck Titans.
Yeah.
I forgot. Spoken by a Dolphins fan. Yeah, I get it. Totally get that.
Didn't the Dolphins pass on Drew Brees?
Yeah, and Nick Saban tried his hardest to fucking get
clear
Drew
their
Brees.
medical exam.
Look, Nick Saban wanted Drew Brees, and the GM would not let him have it. And that's why you missed out on Nick Saban as the coach for the Dolphins for the long term and Drew Brees as the quarterback for the long term. But you know what? It's not like I'm holding on to that.
People don't forget.
Out of here, kid.
I wish I had a fucking animal to pull up in front of my screen. I'm fucking jealous.
That's Shug. What's up, buddy? Good time. Good boy.
Abby was on the floor.
You don't
next
see
to me
how
earlier.
much I'm fighting with her to stay off the keyboard.
Yeah, cats will do that.
These your friends.
Are we still at one viewer? Oh my god, look at that tiny little kitten by your dog.
Yeah. They're friends. They're pals. That's Opie.
Oh my god.
That's Opie and Shug.
That's funny.
They fucking destroy shit. Fuck shit up all day long.
I love that.
All right, let's take a quick look at next week's matchups, and we'll get out of here with some highlights. You guys are cool with that?
Yeah.
Also, I don't care if you are or not. That's what we're doing.
I hope Trent wins next week and beats shit out of Brandon. He needs to go down.
I'm just pulling for Kent. I don't care who Kent's playing. I'm pulling for Kent.
I mean, Stephen Harrison, but Harrison too.
I'm projecting it less. You guys see this shit?
That's awesome.
You
God
probably
damn,
got somebody
man.
on it. You probably got somebody on a buy or something. You just need
Yeah,
to
you
check
got.
your
You only got
starters.
8 in play.
Probably.
You're missing a.
Look at
Colin-
this 0-4 versus 1-3. That is like a garbage matchup. All right, we got Trent versus Hicks. 2-2 and 4-0. That's a good matchup. Let's go Trent though. I'm with you, Steven. Fuck. He is going to win this championship running away on the current path. We got Chase and Daddy D's. Both of y'all are projected at garbage. I imagine there's buys involved.
But he projected it garbage. I like the way you worded it.
I don't have any buys, but Dallas does.
Oh, that's just. Oh, okay. We got AJ and Nathan.
It's a close
Well,
matchup
I guess
right
let's
there.
go Nathan. 3-1
Yeah.
versus 1-3. It is. It's very close. We got Steven and Matthew. Steven, you are projected to beat his mother out of his grandmother's
And-
womb.
Hopefully it goes that way.
He's got 2 people who are on buys, but yeah, still he's going to be down by a good bit, even with the starters.
Yeah.
And then
He's
Cody,
got
you got a semi-close matchup.
Yeah.
You got a semi-close matchup with Sean. Both of you have one yet to play, so
Yeah,
see how
because
that
I'm
goes.
waiting to see what's going on with Mostert before I try to pick my team.
Frank Gore is just
You
deadly.
got
Frank
Yeah.
Gore is my dad.
deadly looking.
He's 40. He's 47 years old.
Wow. It's terrifying.
He is old as absolute dirt.
He's still doing it though. He's still productive.
Well, all right,
Is it-
boys.
Murder.
You guys ready to do a highlight rundown?
Yeah.
Sounds good. You have him pulled up, Kent?
I do, and I hope that it's.
We all have the option, so if it's super
Serviceable.
laggy, one of us can pull it up and just share it.
It's probably going to be super laggy on my end. How's that so far?
Is this Techno Ball?
It's good enough.
Yeah.
Full screen it.
Second and 4. He's got Sammy Watkins. He tries to make
Oh, sorry, boys.
pass Jones lead Watkins for the first down and a gain of 7.
You treats are as good as any team in the league at defending the tight end.
They run it again with the rookie. He's got about 4. So Mahomes fortunate not to throw his first pick of the season.
My mic for a sec, Jim, but I'm back.
Good to have you back.
Yeah.
3rd and
You're
6.
exactly right, though, Jim.
Mahomes.
Is this just the Chiefs Patriots highlights?
And all the way down to the New England.
This is the best one from each,
2 years ago in the AFC
team.
Championship game, they gave Hill fits.
Well, the thing
He
about
was a
that, Cody,
non-factor.
is that's exactly what that is.
Kent, do you want me to pull it up? Because it won't. I've already got.
Do it. Do it.
I've got the best
what?
of
You-
week 4,
You do
and
it,
it
Cody.
just okay.
You
It
do
won't
it, buddy.
lag if I do it.
Yeah.
Let me
You try.
Let me make sure the volume's manageable first. Yeah. Okay.
And let's go to that way.
Tab. Okay.
Man, I can't believe we had 0 viewers this whole time.
Really? Nobody's been watching this? This is quality.
So this is what you. I mean,
I think we had
so
one
you're
when
telling
we
me
very first started.
this whole
Ken,
time we've just been jerking off to ourselves.
Ken, I think you have to hit share
Okay.
from your
I
side.
mean, I'm okay with it.
I enjoyed myself.
Like I think it'll show it like another person in the chat. I've never done it from that end, so I don't
Nothing
know.
so far. That is how it shows up if I share something.
Yeah, so it's
What's it
showing me
telling
the
you?
option.
Oh, there it is. Yep, I got it.
Just took a
I
second.
got it.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay, now it looks more like a Super Nintendo game.
Okay.
That's actually, this is really good quality. I was just fucking around.
I didn't know because it technically is going through Kent first too.
That's terrible. That's how you catch VD.
It's true. I think everybody's sleeping on Teddy Bridgewater, man. I think now that he's like fully healthy and Matt Rule's got that offense going,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah. I was pulling
thinking
for
that
him
the
before
next
the
11 to
season started.
12 games.
The second, I hate to say this, right? But if for any knock on wood, I don't wish Lamar Jackson to go down at all, but I feel like if RG3 gets another chance to play and he's starting for the Ravens, he's going to show up and show out.
Yeah. It's still crazy to me that the Ravens have two of the fastest quarterbacks to ever play in the league on the same team right now.
Right.
I didn't think RG3 was still playing football.
Yeah. He's the backup quarterback for the Ravens.
Speaking of Lamar.
I don't know, man. Lamar's different.
Yeah.
Look,
Robert Griffin.
RG3 was different his first 2 years, but then people caught up to him before he got injured.
Yeah, I figured out what RG3 was doing.
And he was still faster than everybody, 100%.
Yeah, he never really did anything in the NFL consistently. His heyday was college.
Yeah. Baylor.
Even in his
Lamar
first year at the
Jackson-
Browns, though, before he got tackled out of bounds and injured again, that one game that I know that's terrible to say he only played one game, but the one game he played at the Browns before he got tackled out of bounds and injured again, he was playing just like he was back at Washington,
Okay.
which is good.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh, this cat, guys, this motherfucker.
Mr. Landry.
And I hate to say this to 3 other league competitors, but Justin Herbert's the fucking truth, boys.
Justin Herbert's
I
been
didn't expect it.
solid.
Like,
Landry just
he has
threw a
3
perfect
starts
ball,
underneath his belt right now, and all 3 starts, he looks good.
Would you have
He
ever thought that
looks
coming out of
real
college,
good.
though? Because I remember thinking every
I
time they
wouldn't have.
projected him as a high pick, I was just like, Justin Herbert has done nothing at Oregon. Why should anyone ever draft him?
Every time he did incredible things at Oregon until it was the big game, and in the big games he seemed to crumble and look kind of shitty.
I guess
so I thought that he
what,
was going to be garbage.
Good shit, man.
You know what my
Not
argument was
garbage.
about
I thought
to
he would
be?
be serviceable.
You know what my argument was about to be? You know who also did really good in bad games whenever they played tough competition? Josh Allen at Wyoming. But then look where the fuck he's at.
Yep. Well, that cat who's now coming out of North Dakota State, Trey.
This play's
Trey
crazy right here.
Oh.
This is ridiculous. And yeah, that was awesome.
Busting like my daddy.
Dude, He's taken dance classes before. I know a dancer. I can recognize dancers. He's a dancer.
Jeez. Sam Darnold can move.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
Dude, this
I didn't
run
see
is
this.
excellent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rambler.
Yeah,
he thought
dude,
about sliding
he looked
twice.
real good.
He thinks about it right here, and he's like, nah.
It's a shame he's on such a terrible fucking team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But
Yeah, they
I
lost
agree.
this game.
all that effort for nothing.
This is the legit number one
hell
this
of a
week.
play.
This is ridiculous.
154 slow down. Oh, that's penalty right there. He's already in there.
I think he was full speed.
He was trucking, man.
Boop, boop, boop.
He
Yeah,
thought
I thought
about
Odell-
if I catch him, what if he wants to do on me?
And I thought Odell was way older than he is, just because it seems like
Older people
Nah.
like you.
no, it's just that he seems like he's been in the league.
That's
Seems
why
like he's been
Odell
in the
likes to do
league
it on women.
forever.
Just make sure he's regular.
Hey, baby, take the consistency for me.
I just took my Fiber One. Gross.
Your hands, get in there.
Erica's?
All right, boys.
It was fun.
It was.
We did a pretty good.
I wish I could say the
nosebleed
same.
section roundup for week 4. I hope to see all 3 of y'all for week 5. I think we'll have Sean back by then and maybe a better internet connection, although I'll still be laggy.
It cleared up.
Yeah, your picture's good right now.
Yeah, beautiful.
Now that we're tired of seeing you, we can see you just fine.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's what all of my ex-girlfriends have said. All right, boys.
Well, is that...
Good job, fellas.
We'll fucking see you then.
My boys are out. Later, taters.
All right. I'll see y'all next week.
Don't suck too hard, Kent.
Later, boys. I will try not to.